Hello, Namaskar, and welcome back to the YouTube channel of Bharatiya Bank Coaching Center. I am Paritosh Kar Purkayastha, founder and coach of Bharatiya Bank Coaching Center, Guwahati. I have retired from State Bank of India as Assistant General Manager after serving there for 39 years. Thereafter, I worked in Indian Institute of Bank Management, a Reserve Bank of India governed Pan India covering bank training institute for around 4 years. Our today's topic of presentation is a very important one: customer service, a key to overall growth and performance improvement. Today we are going to present the part one, and in the next week we'll present the part two of this presentation. The objective of our today's presentation will be understanding the importance of customer and customer service, value of dissatisfied customers, business environment and challenges around us, marketing myopia, short-sightedness, understanding customer needs and fulfillment, customer centricity, all these things. So first of all, let us know what is the importance of customer service. If someone is asked, what should be the top priority of a banker? What should be the number one priority? What do you feel? It is no doubt it should be customer service. If customer service is taken care of, all other parameters like budgetary achievement, profit, business targets, everything will be taken care of. All parameters will be taken. So the number one priority of a banker should be customer service. Let me tell you one live example. At that time, I was the director of State Bank's Training Center at Guwahati, and one of my colleagues who was AGM, that is faculty in State Bank's Apex Training Center at Gurgaon, they designed one course for the branch manager, very important course, very innovative course for the branch managers. So as he was one of the designer of the team who has designed this program, so he came down to Guwahati to inaugurate the first program. And there he shared one of his experience of his career. He was posted as the regional manager, first time regional manager, his career in the Radun region. He joined there in the month of March. Just after joining, 2 days later, the first PUB meeting of the region was slated for. He has received some budget from his boss, AGM, so he has to allocate it among the branch managers. He allocated it among all the branch managers. And what is the normal reactions from the branch manager after budgetary allocation? Everybody started being apprehensive. Everybody was complaining. Everybody was telling, sir, my budget is too high. Kindly reduce it. My area doesn't have that much of potentiality. So he said that why you all are so apprehensive? Why you all are so scared about the budgetary target? Take it sportingly. And they said that, sir, in the upcoming PUB meetings, you will be after us with a stick. You will be thrashing us, you will be brushing us, you will be scolding us, you will be pursuing us for non-achievement of the budgetary target. And that is why we are so apprehensive. So he said, well, I could understand your problem. But let me give you an assurance, a promise that in the all forthcoming PUB meetings, there will be no discussion on achievement of budgetary targets. We'll discuss nothing about achievement of budgetary. All the branch managers were astonished. They started looking at each other's face. If in the PUB meeting there is no scolding, thrashing, brushing about achievement of budgetary target, there is no discussion about achievement of budgetary target, then what is the PUB meeting? What it is meant for? I thought that he is first time regional manager, so he doesn't understand the skill of the team. And he said that, see, but I want a promise from you all also, a commitment from you all. The branch managers, If there is no scolding, brushing, touching, insulting in front of all other colleagues, they are ready to do anything. So they all raise their hands. Yes, sir, we are ready to do whatever you say. So he said that going back to your branch, from tomorrow onwards, you should give topmost priority to the customer service. You should give topmost priority. You should give an outstanding customer service, not only excellent. You should give an outstanding customer service. Any customer who steps into your branch premises or who comes in contact with you for any kind of service, he should not only be satisfied, he should be delighted. He should go out from your branch being delighted. Now, what is the difference between delightment and satisfaction? That we'll discuss in the second part. And he said that in our peer review meeting, we'll discuss nothing about positive performance. We'll discuss about how to extend excellent customer service and other banking parameters. So he was a trainer, so it was very easy for him to train his branch managers on different parameters like providing excellent customer service, NPA management, etc. etc. So then they said that, okay, sir, we'll do it. We promise you, we'll do it. And he said that, mind that, when I will be visiting your branch, that will be my number one priority too. I may even interact with some of your customers and know how they feel about the customer service. So the branch managers agreed, and together as a team during the whole year, vision tried to give the best of the best customer service, but there was no discussion in the peer review meeting about achievement of budgetary target. Now, what do you feel? In such a region, but there is no persuasion for achievement of budgetary targets, achievement of business, etc. Whether that region will achieve the budgetary target, what do you feel? Yes, that region achieved the budgetary target, and that too when by the month of December. See, our banks do not have any dearth of business. Businesses are plenty. If we give excellent, outstanding customer service, then our customers, our satisfied customer, our delighted customer, they will be our brand ambassador. They will bring more and more business for us. Okay, we'll discuss all these things. So that is a lesson. This is the importance of customer service. This is a practical example, practical live example that I am sharing with you. What is the importance of it? So who are customers? Is the most important person in any business. Customer is the most important person because is the purpose of any business, is the key focus of any business. He is not dependent on us. We are dependent on them. Because he has got many other alternatives. So many banks are there, so many branches are there. Okay, nowadays so many new generation banks are coming up with latest technology, very motivated and very excellent staff members. So they have got so many alternatives. They are not dependent on investment. So they can go anywhere. Other banks will welcome them with red carpet. And they may come to the residence even provide service. The banks have become so proactive nowadays. So there is deep competition, and actually he is doing us a favor. It's not an interruption of our work, but the purpose of it. Customer is the purpose of our business. That is why we are here. Suppose there is a shop, and in the shop there is very good furniture, very good stocks, very excellent staff, and ambience is very good, everything is nice, but there is no customer. Will that business run? Will this business continue for long? No. Very soon that shutters has to be closed. Because the customers are the lifeline of any business. So he is a part of our business. He is not an outsider. He is the focus of our business. He does us a favor by coming in. We are not doing them a favor by speaking. That should be a basic concept, basic principle of us. Many of us will feel that we are doing a favor by extending services to our customer. especially in the loan section. No, they have got many other alternatives. Many other banks are ready to give them that service. It is he has chosen you, and that's how he is giving you a chance to grow your business. Okay, so we should not feel that we are obliging him. Rather, he is obliging us by coming to us. A customer is not just money in cash register. He is not a dead stock. He is a lively person. He has got feeling. He has got sentiment. So we should take care of that. We should deal with them cautiously. They are human beings and feelings, and they deserve to be treated with respect, with courtesy, okay, with honor. They are the people who come to us with their needs and wants. It is our job to fulfill. They have not come here just to pass some time. They have got many other priority business, priority areas. They have come here with a purpose, with some needs, and that needs and purpose should be fulfilled by us very speedily and very efficiently. They deserve the most courteous attention that we can give to them. Why? Because they are the guests in our premises. They are the main source of our business. They are our bread earners. They are the lifeblood of every business. Like if blood does not flow through our body, what will happen? We will die. Similarly, if the customers doesn't come to any business, then that business will be closed. It will die. Okay, as simple as that. Now, facts about the customer. Customer is the business's biggest asset. We have got so many assets, cash, furniture, so many other assets are there, staff. Staff is one of the big assets. But the biggest asset is customer. Customer pays all our salaries, wages, and bonuses. That we'll see more elaborately in the next slide. Okay, they are the person who pays our salary. The customer will go where he or she receives the best attention. Because, as I have already told you, there are so many new generation banks has come up. The small finance bank, the payment banks, new generation private sector banks, the universal banks, the foreign banks are also opening branches. The postal bank, which is a payment bank, they are expanding their branch network. Initially, they have started with the state capital and to urban centers, district headquarters, and now they are going more and more inner. And ultimately, they will extend their banking services to all the branches pan-India, in all the nooks and corners. And do you have any idea how many branches of post offices are there pan-India? Any idea? It is 1,58,000. And what is the number of branches of the largest network bank of the country, State Bank of India? It is only 24,000. Okay, so you can just compare and understand when all the branches of post office will have this banking service, government bank service, what will be the kind of competition that will be? We should be ready. We should be ready to face that kind of competition. We should extend services to rural areas, far-flung areas, to digital banking, to online banking. We should educate them. And those customer service points, okay, CCBF concepts, okay, so that they do not leave us when the bank is opened nearer to their doorstep. They get equal service and facility from us also. There is no profit, no growth, no jobs without the customer. If the customer doesn't come, there will be no profit, no business, no growth, and so there will be no jobs, no promotion. Okay, we'll see it in details in the next. Hence, we must be our customer's best choice. Customer should feel that this bank is my best choice. Should be fully satisfied and delighted, a good relationship. We'll see during the course of our presentation how that good relation can be developed. That we will be discussing the part. Now, service profit chain. If we recruit service-oriented employees, if our employees are motivated towards giving best of the best customer service, so they will give good customer service, excellent customer service, and customers will be satisfied. Not only satisfied, they will be delighted. So they will share their experience with other customers, other friends, colleagues, and that way your business will grow, your sales will grow, your profit will grow, your revenue will grow. And if profit, revenue, etc. grows, then with that, the bank can pay you more bonus, more better salary, better incentives, more promotions opportunities, more recruitment opportunities. So everywhere this chain will follow, and then everywhere there will be a positive, a win-win situation. The reverse is also true. If good customer service is not given, if the customers are not taken care of, bank will be reversing same chain. I have an experience. As I told you, I was that time director of State Bank's Learning Center at Bharatiya, and I have been deputed to State Bank's Appealing Center, Gurgaon, for different trainings, one of which was on behavioral science. There was 3 phases. So over a period, we have sent thrice, we have been there. In the last phase, ending part, we are sent to some chronic branches, chronic banks, where the customer service is very bad and the branches are fully not well. In group, we were sent in groups. I was sent in a branch in Gurgaon, located in a very, prominent place, a sprawling premises, and going there to first meet the branch manager, tell him that we have come here for this purpose, we have been deputed. Please do not divulge our identity. We'll be here and there observing, pretending as a customer and all. So going, the first experience was there. We have gone deep inside into the record room, stationery room, and we have seen the counters that ATM cards are here and there, that internet banking, return envelopes and all. These are there in a very highly insecure position. Anybody can take it and misutilize it. Okay, and good old days, that cage system, cash counter cage system was still there. People, I'm telling you, during the period of 2017. At that time, long back single window concept has come up. But that branch is still maintaining that. And one counter for cash receipt, one counter for cash payment. And there's no signboards also. The customer with the draft form, he has gone all the queue and gone to the payment counter, and then she was saying, no, it's not a, so you have to go to next. Sometimes for customers, most of the customers are so disgusted, they will tear out that draft application form or the deposit form, and there's a Barmej IA branch, do not come here again, we go to some. And just on the other side, there are so many other banks were there. People are there, business was growing and flourishing, and this bank's business was going down day by day. It was a scale 5 branch, AGM branch, having around 85 staff. That has come down to around 25 to 30, and it has become a scale 3 branch. Okay. So everybody was cursing the controllers. There is that they have withdrawn the staff, they have withdrawn officer, and that's why the service is bad. Everybody was cursing controlling. But they are not understanding that it is that sizes have been cut down because of lowering of the business. The number of staff that will be employed, it is strictly dependent on the business. So if the business doesn't grow, if the business goes down, that will also be done. Later, we have observed everything, okay, and there was a tendency to push away the customers. If the customers are not there, I'm happy. Works are not. So that way, customers are really pushing it, and that way the branch was going down. And as I told you, it's a sprawling premises, the center of Gurgaon, very big area. In the branch premises, all the good old days, all the talks like ACs, note counting machine, passport printing, all the good old stuffs, all were kept for last 20 years, but it kept very carefully. These were not disposed of, and these were unnecessarily occupying space and bad ambience of them. And the record room, stationery room, these were not arranged for. Anybody can go there and pick up anything. You go for project. So that was the condition of the branch, and we have submitted a report There was a meeting with the controller, DGM, AGM, regional manager of that area, and the branch manager was also there of the respective branches, and we have presented our observations and along with the suggestions how to improve. And the bank has implemented all these things, and that's how the branches evolved. Okay, so that's what I'm telling, that the reverse is also true. If we do not give customer service, and the negative factors of key chain also will start. So we should give good customer service so that the positive chain, growing chain works. Let us know our boss. Who is our boss? DGM, RM, or who? It is the customer. This is what Sam Walton, the Walmart founder, is saying. Who is Sam Walton? He is a pioneer of introducing retail business principles in the United States. He was the founder of Walmart team. Discounted pricing, the supply chain management, and focusing to customer needs, all these were his key principles. That's how his business, that Walmart keychain, that retail trade, that has flourished over the years. So he said, Sam Walton said that there is only one boss, the customer. He is the boss. And he can fire everybody in the company, from the chairman down to the messenger, simply by spending his money. He need not do anything, he need not raise complaint, nothing. It is most of the customers do like that. They silently go over to some other business, spend their money, or they will do their business with some other bank. So that way they can slap that business. And that way they can hire the employees. That's what as it was happening in case of that bank customer. Next, about dissatisfied customer. Customer who is dissatisfied, we should not leave him just like that. We should give proper care to him. A typical dissatisfied customer, he will tell 8 to 10 customers about their problem. But just after going out, he will share his experience with 8 to 10 people, because negative things spreads faster. If you earn a dope sticks, it will, that fragrance will be in a limited area, okay, and spread slowly. But if something rotten is there, something is tired and rotten, that smell will spread in a wider area, in a broader area, in a more faster. That is the intensity of negative, spreading of negative. So that is how he will be spreading negativity about you. He will take you, he will not only he will go away, he will take some other customers also away with him, his friends and people. But if we solve the problem of the customers instantly, or if not possible instantly, by taking care of it, following it up, 7 out of 10 complaining customer will do business again. Not only that, if the customer's complaint is solved in the spot itself, 95% of the customer will do our business again, and they will be our brand ambassador. Not only they will be satisfied or delighted, they will be again our brand ambassador. Let me tell you one example. I am telling so many live examples, and I will quote some examples from the corporate also, because example is better than sermons. Okay, practical examples, live examples. So there was a branch in Guwahati of a bank, and in a very key position. And one day a customer rushed into the branch manager's room and started shouting. The branch manager, she was a lady branch manager. She told him, sit down. I'll listen to you, just sit down. Offered him a glass of water, ordered for some tea and snacks. And then he told him, sir, please tell me what is your problem. So he said that he has sent a RTGS to one of his supplier vendor way back in 21 days. And then it has not reached to that vendor till date. And every time he was pursuing it about telephone with the branch people, they were telling that, no, we have sent it, we don't know what has happened, must be credited to your account short. And nobody has gone to deep what's happened. Today, and in this way, what has happened, I have lost my face to my supplier, I have lost my credibility, I've suffered business loss. And that's why I've come down to your branch today. And after inquiry, I could find that RTGS was sent back by the branch on immediately because of some typing mistakes, and that's why it could not be credited to the appropriate account, and they sent it back, and it was lying in your some suspense account in your branch. And nobody has bothered to correct it and send it back or give me an information despite my repeated persuasions. So naturally he will be angry. The branch manager says, I am really sorry that you have suffered this kind of inconveniences. I'm really sorry, and I assure you that in future such fallouts will not be there. We'll take every care that such mistakes are not repeated. So he immediately called the concerned dealing official and gave instruction that to immediately to rectify it and to send the RTGS to the branch where it should go, and inquire with the branch that it has been created. Make sure, pursue the branch that it has been created in form. So it is short period that dealing officer sent it and confirmed with the branch that the amount has been created in the customer's, the receiver's account. Then the branch manager told the customer, sir, how would you like if we offer you a product that you can send your RTGS NFT sitting from your home or from your office, from your desktop or laptop, or from your mobile, without coming to the branch, and that too without any charges, free of cost. He said, yes, that is what I want. That will save my time. That will be very convenient. Can you imagine what kind of product the branch manager offered to him? Any guess? Internet bank. He gave him an internet banking kit. Then he logged in. He showed him how to log in and all, and how to send RTGS, NFT, etc. All these things he showed to him, and then he was so delighted. He was so carried away. He has gone with a very delighted. And he branch. You see, a annoyed, such a grumbled, angry customer can be converted to a delighted customer if you can handle him properly. You know how to deal with him properly, how to be able to take care of his needs and offer him an alternate product. Organizational genesis. Purpose of every organization is to attract and retain customers. That is the priority. Who said that? Peter Drucker, a management guru, about modern management. He has written so many famous books. So he has said that purpose of every business, every organization is to attract and retain customers. That should be the priority. So, and Jack Welch, he was CEO of General Electric, a famous company in USA. He joined in General Electric sometimes in 1960s, and by 1981, at the age of 45, he has become the CEO of that company. The young CEO of General Electric. And he was in that position for 20 years, till 2000. Till 2000, he was the CEO. And in that period, he has changed that company radically. It was a 12 billion US dollar company. It has grown to 280 billion US dollar company, almost 25 times in the span of 20 years. The company was steady, you know, and the staff members were inward focused. There was no mobility among the departments, no interaction among the departments. Customers were disgusted. Staff members were not performance oriented. He changed everything. He changed the staff members from inward focus to outside, towards the focus towards the customers, focus towards the market, focus towards the giving a very good customers. And between the department, silos between the various departments was broken, so that a flow exchange of use information flows among and good team cooperation is there among all the departments. One of the famous quote is that companies cannot guarantee jobs, only customer can. Customer can guarantee jobs, as you have seen. And is another concept that we should change before we need to change. We are forced to change. We should change ourselves before we are forced to change. Okay, because change is the constant in this world. Nothing else is constant. And if we don't change ourselves, if we do not accept the new technologies, digital technologies, new product orientation as per the development, as per the evolution, as per the demand of the customer, as per the choice of the customer, okay, in a proactive way, then we'll be vanished. We'll see some practical example. What is the urgent challenge for the bank? How to retain our customers? How to acquire new customers? How to grow the relationship value of the customer? Growing the relationship. That the customer are so have a deep relations with you, even if somebody tries to take away him, okay, they cannot take. They will only attached to you only, despite all provocations. That kind of relationship. How to build it, we'll discuss it in the second part. We'll give some very good tips how to build up a very good customer relationship, very strong bond, especially with the high net worth customer. Okay, so we call it RAG. Retain, acquire, and grow. In short, RAG challenge. Or it is also called care challenge. That is customer acquisition, retention, and enhancement. We'll see how this challenge goes. From the customer perspective, if we see, when we ask how to keep customers, he asks, why should I remain with you? What is the benefit that I'll get? What is your unique selling points? When we ask how to get the customer, he thinks, why should I come to you? Okay, again, what is your unique selling points? What is the benefit that I'll get? When you ask, how to make you buy more from me, he will react, why should I buy more from you? Your product is better in the market. So the hustle begins. Not just for you, but it is for all the market. So the business environment is competitive, full of competition. Customer expectations are high. And technology is growing. Technology is got 2C plus T. Now we see the failure of success, the never-ending shows. There's businesses, they pass through a phase. All the businesses, they pass through. And banking is no exception. When they come up with lot of motivation, lot of enthusiasm, lot of energy. They come with the latest technology, cutting-edge technology. They include the best of the best stuff. Like the new generation banks that are coming up, they are bringing the latest technology, banking technology. They are recruiting staff from not only the public sector banks, even from private banks also. And so they are recruiting the best of them, motivating them. They are all focused towards giving best of the best customer service and give the quality products to their customer and grow the business, grow their brand value, their reputation. That's where give a quality customer service. That's where their focus. As a result, the business grows rapidly. Okay, customers feel excited. Customer comes to them. New customer comes, new customer joins, and the business starts growing. It then assumes a gigantic size, assumes a good market share, and then some problems, some complexities creeps in. The customer feels that we have become a big entity. We have become something that cannot be, neglected. Customers have to come to us. Whatever the dealings from our end, customer has got no other alternative but to come to us. We are invincible. Okay. We are giant. We are the market leader for the infrastructure. We have got to become, so customers have to come to us. That sense of invincibility, that complacency develops. A robotic attitude, an inward focus attitude develops, their own processes and all. And as a result, company marches towards plateau. This is a good graph, I could have shown you if there is a boards and all by drawing. So it is a management in MBA and all, it is taught also. So that business goes like this, initially a bit slow, then rapid growth, and ultimately when it is that almost top market share, peak market share, then it reaches a plateau. It becomes plateau. And from that point, if proper action is not taken, proper activation is not taken, proper reinvention, revamping is not taken, we fall down. Let's see how this reinvention can be done. What the successful companies should do at that stage. Before that plateau is reached, smart companies, what they do, they give a revamp to their organization. They give motivation, they give training, to mass training to all the staff members. Reorient them towards the customer service. Okay, they evolve new products, new technologies, satisfying the customer needs, focusing towards the customer. They invent, they modify their vision, mission, and values, focused towards the customer, and everything is customer focused. So in that way, they want to reinvent, and that way they evade that plateau. They will evade that plateau, and then they will go further. Again, at some point, they will reach the plateau. And before they reach the plateau, they should again take all these actions. So before they reach the plateau, those corrective actions are taken, and they evade that plateau. And then again, after some time, they will reach again a plateau. After again those complacency, all these things will develop, and they may again reach the plateau. Again, a revamping is true. It is a continuous process. Let us take an analogy. A player, he has excelled in performance in his school games and all. So he was referred to the district level. He has done very good there. He has gone to the university level also. He has done very good. State level, he has done very good. He was sent to the central level. So in central level also, he has performed excellently. And every time he is excelling, you get more and more appreciations, more and more felicitations. And at any point of time, if he feels that I have become something, and if that false ego develops, then his receiving container, that becomes fixed. If he gives more also, there is more space because he is full. He is feeling that I have become something. So if the God gives him more, that will spill over. You cannot contain it. That will be spilled over. The same thing happens with the business also. Okay, so to evade that decline, what the businesses they should do, they should revamp them. Otherwise, if they do not revamp, or their revamp process fails, in that case, they have faced that decline. And ultimately, they will be vanishing off from the market. They will be either sold off or merged with some other entity, or they have to be, just like that vanish. Decline. So same is the story. We have got some examples in the corporate world, like the Bajaj scooter, Ambassador car, HFT watches, Nokia mobile, etc. Let us see one or two of the examples. Bajaj scooter. Bajaj scooter was reigning the scooter market. It was established in 1958, and since then, till 1990, it has reigned the Indian market. Bajaj Chetak, Bajaj Super, These were the brands which were very popular among all Indians. Every middle class Indian family felt it proud, felt it privileged to have a Bajaj scooter. Okay. And such was the demand that if you want to book a Bajaj scooter, you have to waiting period is for something between 6 to 10 years. And people used to pay heavy premium to get quick supply. It was the kind of demand. And resale value was very high. And in 1991, with liberalization, economic reforms, globalization and all, foreign entities started coming in, joint ventures started, like Hero Honda, TVS Suzuki and all. And they came up with very sleek, performance-oriented, well-efficient, very modern design, very good performance-oriented motorcycles. And these were of the choice of the young generation. Okay, so Rajiv Bajaj and Sanjeev Bajaj. Rajiv Bajaj has completed his engineering degree from UK University. Sanjeev Bajaj was also studying there. Sanjeev Bajaj is Rajiv Bajaj's cousin brother. So both of them returned to India and joined their families. They gone to their parent father, Rahul Bajaj, and told him, scooter business doesn't have a future, it will decline, and the new evolving market is for the motorcycle, new design motorcycles, which are more fuel efficient, electric starting. Okay, so let us go for producing of motorcycles, stop producing scooters. His father is falling from the sky. It was a bird from the blue for him. This Bajaj scooter is the scooter which is so popular among all the families of India. It is they have got the highest market share, 85% market share in scooter market, and it is the Lakshmi, Bajaj Chetak, Bajaj Super. These are the Lakshmi of their family business, and that has brought up their family among the top 5 business families of the country. And this young boy is so inexperienced that they are telling that to stop that business, to kill that golden goose, to abandon that cash cow. Nothing doing. We continue with our production of Bajaj scooters because it is still selling. We cannot foresee the market. Okay. But Rajiv Bajaj could foresee it, and so Rajiv and Sanjeev, both of them silently started producing the new generation motorcycle with a tie-up with Kawasaki and started producing Kawasaki Bajaj, a new generation, new technology, the performance-oriented, fuel-efficient motorcycles. And by 1996, at Kawasaki Bajaj has boomed no more. And the performance of Bajaj scooter was gradually slowing down, and it was going down day by day. Especially the young India, young generation, they preferred this kind of sleek, fuel-efficient, electric switch starting motorcycles. Okay, and very stylish design and all. So the scooter, Bajaj scooter, Chetak, their sales were going down day by day. And ultimately, in 2006, Rajiv Bajaj, he declared that we have stopped production of scooters. Bajaj Chetak, Bajaj Super production was stopped in 2006. By that time, he was the MD of, and a bold decision was taken by him. Bold leadership was shown by him by phasing out a star product, okay, to a new product, which is the future of the market. So that's how Bajaj phased it out. A bold leadership from Rajiv. Let's see some other examples. Ambassadors. It did not evolve a changing scenario. Ambassador was also started sometimes in 1960s, say 58 or so, and it was reigning the Indian rule till early 2000. Okay, it was rough and tough, suitable for Indian road condition, very roomy, and it was thought to be elite car for everybody. starting from president to prime minister to all the elite people, government official, everybody was using ambassador. Okay, and it was raining the Indian car market in a very good market share. And after liberalization, then some new cars came up like Hyundai, Maruti Suzuki, and even the Tata, they evolved themselves. They started producing new generation, fuel efficient, sleek, with very good design cars. Okay, with the better technology and all. While Ambassador car continued with their good design, which was lasting for decades. A very poor fuel efficiency that is also not taken care of. And as a result, gradually the demand of Ambassador car was pouring down, and demand for those new generation cars, these were going up. These cars, they were every 3 months, 6 months, they were coming out with a new variety, new design, depending upon the customer's needs, customer choices. They are doing market research, and accordingly they were evolving themselves. New facilities, new technologies and all. While Ambassador continued to be in the same structure. Ultimately, Ambassador car sold to Peugeot at a throwaway price of 80 crores. Okay, it stopped totally. Same is the case with the HMT watch. HMT watches, when we were young, it was raining the Indian market. Again, during the same period, it was raining the Indian market, having around 85% of the market share. It was said to be timekeeper of the nation. That was the slogan of it, Hindustan Machine, timekeeper of the nation. Most of the people are using HMT wristwatches, HMT clocks, HMT wall clocks and all. And it's being presented in live events like school graduation, wedding, retirement, etc. It's very popular. But then came the new generation watches at battery operated, electronic, stylish, sleeky, at new design watches, Rod Titan, Timex, Casio, etc. Come up with all those new designs. And HMT, they felt that we are the market dealer, we are invincible, we need not change. Our product is okay. So they become product obsessed instead of being customer obsessed. Instead of evolving to the new choices, new design, new technology, which is liked by the customer, they remain obsessed with their own product, own legacy. They remain inward focused instead of becoming outward focused. Focused toward the market, focused toward the customer, focused toward the choice of customer. That they did not. And as a result, ultimately, HMT market was going down, and ultimately they have to. Same is with the case of Nokia. Nokia mobile, it was having the largest production worldwide. They have got very good infrastructure of stores, servicing centers, etc. Everywhere Nokia shops were there, and it was very popular for very good designs, very good mobiles and all in those days. Then came up those new generation smartphone, touchscreen, and new app ecosystem like iOS, Android. While Nokia continued with the old Indian technology. Rejected them. They thought that customer will be having their customers who are so loyal to them, who are liking them all along. They'll be with them. But they did not. Customers has owned them very strongly, owned them away. And they have switched over to the new generation, those mobiles like Samsung, Apple, Nokia. Ultimately, has to stop its production. Latest stage they tried with Windows software. By that time it was too late. And later on, recently, by 2020, they have started producing again Nokia mobiles with new technology, softwares and all, but they could not regain the market. When the customers leave us, the market service was made, And it was found that 69% of the customers leaving us, they leave because of poor, 13% due to product dissatisfaction, 9% due to better prices elsewhere, 9% due to some other reason. Okay, but the most prominent reason for customer exodus is poor customers. That we are not customer oriented, that we are not focusing on the customer, that we are not taking care of the needs of the customer, that we are not giving a good service to them. Right? Customers, because they are getting all these things from other alternate sources, from your competitor. So why customer satisfaction is so important? Why it is very important for the business? 8 reasons. If I am satisfied, if a customer is satisfied with your service, he will come back again to you. And he will not only come back, he will buy more from you. He will come to you again and again, and he will continue to buying more and more from different products. He will spread positive publicity about your service because he is delighted with your service. So he will spread positive publicity about your service. He will recommend your product to his friends and relatives. He will be your brand ambassador. And let me tell you here that mouth-to-mouth advertisement, that is the most effective advertisement. Customers take it on the face of it. Whoever they will take it face of it. Have you seen any movie recently? Or last 1 year, have you seen any movie, any film? And if you have liked it, please recollect that after coming back to residence, that day or in the next day or next couple of days, have you shared it with your friends, relatives, family members? Definitely, if you have liked it, film you have liked it very much, you will definitely tell your friends, family members, colleagues. That is a very good film that has come. You can go and see it. Because whatever we like, we feel that our loved ones or near and dear ones, they should also enjoy it. They should also feel that experience. So we share it. And for that, does that film producer, director, or the actor, do they pay you anything? No. Have they request you to advertise for them? No. You have done it spontaneous out of your own. Same is the case with our delight. If they are delighted with your service, they will spontaneously go and tell other people about the good service that you are giving, good products that you are offering. And that will be more effective. Thanks, I was once the AGM PRCSP is heading the advertisement section also of the State Bank of India in State Bank's local head office in Bharatiya, in Northeast Circle. I was heading the advertisement. And bank spends hundreds of crores of rupees in advertisements, through posters, through hoardings, through kiosks, through standees, through print and electronic media advertisement and all. But the most effective and most convincing source of advertisement is this mouth-to-mouth advertisement. So we should take care of it. Okay, good. That's why I said that region, how they could achieve their business target, budgetary target by December so early, because that customer, that delighted customer, they are giving exemplary customer service in all the branches, and those delighted customers, they become their brand ambassador. They are advertising, and that way more and more business. Okay, so that is the key secret. I tried minor inconveniences. Sometimes some service package is there, some link failure is there, or some machine has gone out of order. You will tolerate that. Not only he will tolerate that, you will tell other customers that, see, this bank is offering a very good service so long, but this is a situation which is beyond their control. Let us tolerate. Let us cooperate with them. Okay, so that way it will be of help to you to solve your problem. Or sometimes if there is any overpayment in the counter, the cash counter, some overpayments are there, you will be at your dispute. You will be coming and assisting you to recover. Okay. And if he is satisfied with your service, they will not mind paying extra. 1% or so interest, if it is in extra also, they will not. Once the chairman of State Bank sponsored Regional Rural Bank in Assam, one of the Regional Rural Bank in Assam. And we have given focus on the customer side. The most important focus was on customers. We used to give loan to the government service people, teachers, etc. very promptly. In 1 day period, we used to sanction the loan. And that way, many customers from our competitor banks, in that area, they are coming to us. They are closing their accounts in that bank, and they were coming, shifting their business. And our business was growing. And NPA of that bank was very minimal. No? In 2019, I have been on a training in Nagaon area, and some of the staff members from that area, that bank was in hill area, Karbi Anang, Dimausa district. And the bankers from that area of other banks, they have come for training in that training. And they are complaining. See, this rural bank, they are taking away our business, they are snatching our business, and that way we are suffering. Asked, are they doing it unethically? No, but they are, in 1 day they are sanctioning loan. And that way they are taking away our customers, they are taking away. It's not good. They should find out new customer, why they should take our customer. I said, who stopped you? Why you are not giving similar service, good service, and taking your customers again, back again, or keeping your customer by giving good service. Customers, they are not loyal to any organization, any bank. They are very fluid. Earlier in good old days, our parents and all, in those days people were loyal to some bank, this bank, okay, this is an old bank, I have been dealing with it since my very early life, so I will not go to any other. That kind of loyalty was there. But nowadays, the young generation, people now, they are very fluid. Wherever they will get good service, they will go there. They will switch their account there, switch their business there. So we have to be our customers' #1 choice. We have to give them the best of the best. And if we give them good service, they will become blind to the company. If others try to pull them away, they will not go there because he's satisfied with you. If that rural bank is trying to take away your customer, you should give them better service so that they do not leave you. Instead of doing your grumbling, complaining. Jack Welch, again, he has said that when I took over the General Electrics, I found that my staff in the organization, they are looking inward, showing their back to their customer. My first job was to turn the face of my organization towards customer, towards the market, toward the need of the customer, the customer will. And that's how the General Electric, as I've already told you, has grown their business from $12 billion to $280 billion, almost 25 times growth in a span of 20 years under his. The performance was rewarded like anything. Top performers are rewarded. The middle range performers, they were given training and all, and given a raise. And the lower 10% of the staff members who are not evolving, who are not giving good service, they were giving a warning, and if they do not change, they are scrapped. In this way, has brought a mobility, a very fluidity in the organization, and that organization is. Now, what are the qualities that are important to our customer? Accuracy and transparency. And accuracy means accuracy in the first instance. Because bankers, you are dealing with the customer's money. And if there is any inaccuracy, if the money is paid overpayment in the counter, then it may not come back. Or if we issue a draft with some spelling mistake and all, as it was in the case of that RTGS, that will cause a lot of inconveniences, loss of face, loss of business, all these things to the customer. And they will be annoyed. And they may not come back to you again, unless some special care is taken, or like that, or some new products are given. So we have to take care. We have to be accurate in the very first instance. Let me give you an example. Suppose at a weekend, you have gone to a restaurant with your family member, children member. And if your children are very much desiring for mutton biryani, you have ordered for mutton biryani. And you are waiting, your children are feeling hungry and all, waiting and waiting. After long waiting, they have served the meal, but they have served fish curry, vegetable and dal. Plain rice, dal, vegetable and fish curry instead of serving a mutton biryani, for which all of you are so craving. Will you be satisfied? Will you like it? Actually not. So they were also complaining, raising objections. So knowing that, immediately they have gone and then changed it. After some time, they changed the dish and all and provided them with the mutton biryani. But lack of service, that inaccuracy in the first instance, that will have a scar in the mind of the customer. Do you feel that he will again go to that restaurant? Had you been in such case with you, will you prefer to go to that restaurant again? Or will you recommend anybody to that restaurant again? No, probably not. So that is the importance of becoming accurate in the very first instance. Then comes transparency. Bankers should be transparent in their dealing with the customer. All the charges, fees, all the terms and conditions, that should be stated to them very clearly at the very beginning. No, nothing should be undercut. The charges, rates, and everything should be vividly displayed in the banking hall, or an LED display or something like that. Then speed. The service should be provided speedily. Okay, customers, they are there at the time. They have got so many other priorities. So they have come here for a need and for purpose. So you have to satisfy that very speedily. Timeliness. The customers want a timely service. So the staff members, the officers, they should come and sit in the counter well in time. As per the bipartite settlement, officers, the messengers, they should come by 9:30. So the business is starting from 10. And the clerical staff, they should come by 9:45. And by 10 o'clock, they should be ready with their cash, registers and everything, ready in the counter to give customers service as soon as the gate is open. Because the customer are waiting, maybe before the gate is open. They have got some other priority. After finishing this, they have to go for some other priority areas. Works are there. So in case you are late you have come at 10 o'clock and then you are spending 15-20 minutes in taking the cash from the cash officer and getting ready with everything. That 15-20 minutes is waiting. That is very annoying. You will feel very dissatisfied. We should take care of that. We should be ready at the counter by 10 o'clock and give good. Number two, another aspect of timeliness is that if we give some time to a customer, suppose you have given a time that on that day your car loan will be sanctioned, and he wants on that day because that is his wife's birthday or marriage anniversary. He wants that by that day because that is their anniversary day. He has chosen the car. He wants that car to be in his doorstep by that. And when it comes to you for delivery, you are telling that my field officer is not come, that problem. He is not bothered about it. He is not ready to listen out. Your problem, you have to solve it and give him timely service. In case you cannot give it, he will immediately go to some other bank. Other banks are ready to give loan instantly. The same day, within hours, they are giving loan. And then he will be their customer and shift all their business to that. Okay, so that's why timely service, whatever time we give to our customer, we should be committed. If need be, you can try with our customer that whether we can offer it to you, say 1 day extension time. The very beginning, if you can again and take it, that's fine. But once the date is given, that should be covered. That should be taken. Courtesy and friendliness. Customers are guests in your premises. They should be honored. Proper courteous behavior, proper way they should be greeted. We'll see in our next part how we should treat our customer, how we should deal our customer. Some soft skills will be given in the second part of our mission. Okay, so we should be friendly and courteous. We should treat our customers with honor. Okay, and we should give them a efficient service. We also like it if you go to some repairing shop somewhere, if a speedy and efficient service is given so that we need not go to them again and again, we are happy. Similarly, our customers also will be happy if we get that speedy efficiency. See, bankers, we are dealing with public money. We should be honest to the pie. Many banks has fallen down because of this. There was one bank called Bharatiya Bank. It is a US-based bank. They were having a very good customer base and all, but they are not evolving to the customer needs. It was in North Carolina. Okay, they had got a very good base in US, especially Eastern US, and they were doing very good in business. But by 2006, they were one of the top bankers in the US. Okay, and then digitization came. And they were obsessed with their old products, their fast performances. They did not evolve, embrace this digital banking, internet banking, mobile banking, new generation, all this. So the customers rejected them. Customers have gone to some other bank. And another thing they have done in 2006, they have acquired one mortgage financial instrument. And by 2008, there was a flop in mortgage business. Also, loan crash was there. So that was also one reason. But the main reason was because of they did not evolve to the customer. That is how that bank is ultimately flopped. New generation, new banks has come up. Wells Fargo, Bank of America. They are giving all these modern banking facilities, internet banking, mobile banking, all other ATM banking and all. But they were obsessed with their past history, past success, and past products and all. So they were blind, they were rejected by the customers. Customers switched over to this new bank. And ultimately, in 2008, it was merged with Wells Fargo. Very well. So that is the history. Another is Credit Suisse, a bank of Switzerland. Was involved in so many frauds, forgery, and corruption and all. And for banks, reputation is the very important. Once the reputation goes back, the customers will withdraw their money and they will go to some other bank. Same thing happened to that bank, Credit Suisse. It was having a very good capital base. But still, due to all these risky businesses and hedging and all, and fraud, forgeries, and corruption, it has spread a very bad name. And in this social media digital age, it spreads more quickly. So that spread was there. There was a wave, and the customers withdrawn their business from them, and ultimately that bank has flopped, and it has been sold to government has come forward and arranged for selling of it to USB bank. So you see, if there is a bad reputation, if you do not adopt to new technologies, new services and all, you will be rejected by the customers. So we should be offering all this customer service consistently and persistently. We should not be complacent at any stage. Like you see in your room, wherever you are studying or you are doing work in your office, throughout the day there is electricity, AC is there, fan is there, everything is there. But suppose at any point of time there is a load shedding and current is not there. So there will be very uncomfortable situation. You'll feel very annoyed. You'll feel very discomfort. Okay, even if it is for a 15 minutes, half an hour and all. Okay, you'll feel very discomfort and you'll not like it. You'll be very annoyed. So there should be some alternate arrangements, some generator, auto generators and all. Okay, similarly, the customers also, if they do not get this consistent service, even if there is a small period of leniency, okay, that will annoy the customer. They may even leave to some. So 5 components of treating customers fairly. What are those? We should have job knowledge. We should have proper job knowledge. Okay, why proper job knowledge? Because unless have proper job knowledge, we will not be able to guide our customers properly. We will not be able to propagate our business properly. We will not be able to market our business properly. We cannot give our customers proper advisory rule and appropriate and practical solution. Like in a branch in Guwahati, once a customer has come and asked the counter staff that I want to invest in capital gains scheme. The staff is not never heard of capital gains scheme. So he said that no, we do not have such scheme. Or that customer has gone to some other bank and has done it. Okay, he had 1-2 business amount. What is capital gains scheme? Is that when you sell some real estate at a profit, and the difference amount of profit, purchase price and selling price, you have to give 30% capital gains tax on that to the government. To avoid that, you can invest that amount in a bank's this capital gains scheme, and when you encash it, at that time you have to pay the tax. Otherwise, you have to reinvest that money in some real estate within the same financial to avoid that capital gains thing. So you get some time, and in between you search a good alternative property and all, and then you invest accordingly. So that is capital gains scheme, very important. That staff did not know it, and accordingly that customer has gone other bank, and thereafter what has happened, he has some working capital advances, good party, working capital advances, term loan, mutual fund, etc. All the businesses were gradually shifted back. Okay, so such a big business loss were there only because of lack. And nowadays everything is in the fingertips. In the mobile phone, you get everything. Google search engine is there, AI is there, ChatGPT is there. You get all information at an instant, and then accordingly you can appraise the customer. Or if you even refer to some senior staff and know it and then appraise it, we should not blankly say something. So redressal of complaint, that is another thing. It should be prompt and proper. In the second part of our presentation, we'll tell in details how to take care of customer complaints, different types of customer, how to deal with them. Okay, aggressive customer, passive customer, different types of customer, how to deal with them and take care of their problem. So these things will be discussed. Because if the customer is dissatisfied, he may switch over to some other banks and he will not come your business, and then you'll may take away some more customers also. Customer centricity, that is the main purpose, main order of the day. So we have to give an excellent customer service. We have to maintain the service quality. Okay, and how this service quality is to be maintained, giving all those parameters that we have discussed so long, and some tips for giving excellent service will be shared in the second part. Customer information should be shown, all the products and rates, charges, fees, and all other necessary information like beer or pick rates, is that whatever necessary mandatory things are there, all these things should be displayed in a LED screen. Okay, so that the customers, when they are sitting, they can conveniently look into all this. Proper customer amenities and conveniences should be provided. A proper writing table, all their forms and documents should be arranged properly so that they can take it without searching instantly. They have proper markings and all. If it is a multi-story building premises, then there should be guides, signages should be there, guiding the customer to the proper floor, proper counter. In the ground floor, there should be map guiding where what is. And in the branch premises, there should be proper seating arrangement. And then there should be proper token arrangement so that customers can take a token and sit and wait for his turn instead of being in the queue for a long time. And even some banks are having a app system through which the customer can take the appointment on a fixed time as per his convenience and bank's availability time. A fixed time, he comes there on that fixed time and does his transaction in 10 minutes and goes away. The bank also, customer rush is not there. Bank also extends the service very conveniently, and customer is also happy. He did not spend much time. Time is the most precious thing for the people nowadays. So those kind of things should be evolved. There should be proper drinking water arrangements. There should be proper toilet arrangements for the customer. There should be time passing some other avenues, like as I told you, LED screens showing the different products and all, or a newspaper, magazines, all should be there, so that if you are waiting period, they can refer to them and spend the time. All these things should be there. And then customer service failure recovery, that is another important. Your note counting machine, passbook machine, etc., if it goes back, there should be on supportive standby, so that immediately it can be response, and then immediately you should have a good liaison with the service provider, so that they come, persuasion with the service provider, so that they come and repair it as early as possible. Another very important thing we would like to tell you is that annual maintenance contract. The annual maintenance contract, there should be a provision for preventive maintenance. That is, your machineries, note counting machine, ATMs, all these things should be periodically serviced by the vendor. Okay, dusting, oiling, etc. Okay, as we printing machine, everything should be dusted periodically, say quarterly and all. This provision is there in the MC, but we do not pursue it to the service. So they also do not provide. And as a result, all these breakages and failures are. If the preventive maintenance is done properly as per the service contract, in that case, that kind of failures will not. We have to be careful. We are paying, but we are not pursuing. That's why they are taking back. We should be responsive to the customer. We should take feedback from them. So customer relationship meeting, customer service committee meeting. There should be customer relationship meeting with the customers. And from their feedback, that should be discussed in the customer service committee meeting, and appropriate measures should be taken. Developing benchmarks, so how we should develop the new products, new technology, etc. Those benchmarks should be developed, and accordingly it should be achieved proactively as early as possible. Like the regional rural banks I was telling, when I've gone there, that bank was not having proper electrical. That is a very low and order area, very backward area, troublesome area. So frequent load sheddings are there in the interior. There are some branches where in 60-kilometer radius there is no mobile phone, there is no electric. So those branches are running with 2 generators, and fuel has to be brought from a far away place. So much of inconvenience. One generator is running after another. The one has become hot, another will be happy. So we have made all these branches converted to solar energy driven, and these are running very smooth. They very less cost and very smoothly. Till now they are running with solar cost. Government has given subsidy also to the extent for 30% for conversion to solar. Okay, so like that, and that technology from that backward area, we had our ATM machines, our own ATM machines. Thanks to own ATM machines with own ATM cards. We had HRMS system. We had RTGS NEFT implemented. CSPs were coming up at that time with the internet banking and all these facilities and all. We have started these CSPs and all. So in that way, in technology area, the bank was mile ahead than other banks in not only in Northeast region, in the country. It was one of the pioneers. And as a result, what happened? This bank, I come out from that bank in 2015. The next chairman continued that kind of service and that kind of institutes and all. Service, yes, but the performance, yes, continued. I am lucky for that. And in 2016, I have come out in 2015. In 2016, March, that bank has become the top regional rural bank among all state bank sponsored regional rural banks pan-India. And they have competed pan-India, so pricing areas. That is a very interior place, troublesome place, law and order troublesome place. But from there, this bank has excelled to be the best RRB, top RRB among all the state banks. Because of only being customer-oriented, providing facilities to the customer, service to the customer, that is that. So with this and corporate image, proper advertisement, that is welcome board before every branch and thank you board while leaving that branch in the highways. In the area of that bank, while somebody is entering, a welcome to that rural bank, signages or thank you signages were there, proper guidance and all. Everywhere some advertisement and all there. So with this, that bank has developed a corporate image, a reputation in the area. There are some other things also we have adopted about building up customer relations that we'll discuss in the second part. With this, we have come to the end of our presentation of the part 1. Thanks a lot for your patient hearing. And if you have got any questions to ask, please put it in the comment box. We'll be happy to reply to that. We'll be glad to reply to that. And a request, if you have liked that presentation, kindly like it, subscribe it, and share it with your colleagues. Thanks a lot. Wish you all the best. Be attached to a Bharatiya Bank Coaching Center.